Hi guys, and welcome back. Storm here.
Tom here. And who's that crazy lady down there?
Libby here. Kimmy here.
What? Don't have those pills. What did you make him? That's so fancy.
They're Viagra's.
They actually look like pills.
Yes, I made some pills. That's
really crazy.
Yeah, out of tissue paper, right? You gotta explain your talent here because that's
my
creative.
craft today.
So I get to go back to
This
the
is
facility.
my therapy.
I mean,
I don't actually take them anymore. I just make them.
That's good.
Right.
Yeah, don't actually have those. You're gonna be like Elf, popping the cotton. Oh. So welcome back, guys. We're gonna be watching more Lost today. We're always lost watching this show. We are on episode 19 of season 1. This one's called S.O.S.
what does that mean? Stuck on sand?
Save my shit.
Some odd sanity. Mine's lame.
Yeah.
But
lame.
is this real? Is this all in Hugo's head? Is
I think
everything?
it's everybody's head.
Yeah, we think it's in everyone's head now that they're all in this place getting tested on. They're all a little cray-cray.
Yeah,
Well, think about it too. Remember I was naming off in the last episode how all these people have traumatic events that could lead them to this place?
Mm-hmm.
Well, even Saeed does too, because remember he was forced to translate and help out the Americans.
And
against
torture
his own
the guy he
people.
was working for, yeah.
Yeah, so that will kind of, maybe the Americans didn't actually let him go. They actually just transferred him to this facility.
I don't know. I mean, we see a lot of weird things on this.
Random
So.
interviews with people.
Yeah.
And the actual doctor might be Henry, too.
Yeah,
Maybe he's
unfortunately.
one of the guys they throw in there to be like, oh, God, I don't get paid enough for this. And
Sawyer's the doctor.
yeah, Sawyer's going to be the other doctor or the main doctor.
Or the pharmacist.
As crazy as Sawyer is, he is in a way, I mean, you might fight me on this, but he is level-headed in a way, even though he gets a lot of things for all the stuff he steals or takes. But at least there's order there. Like, there's no order with everyone going in and just trying to take the food. I mean, people calm down a little bit, but no matter what, I mean, even if you're starving and you're sitting with 10 people who are starving and you order a pizza, like, sometimes people do share, but this is different because people are desperate for food, too.
But there's no order, though, when Sawyer steals the stuff,
I know.
just to resell it.
It's not good because
Right.
he benefits a lot and it's unfair. But at least there's no chaos and people fighting each other and climbing over each other for food and stuff.
But
Like,
they
there's
had
order.
access. Everybody had. It was all like all the medicine stuff was all locked up in the hatch, and it was safer. And but now it's all under one person's care. So I think it's.
But it kind of would be still anyway under the bunker. It would be under a couple of people. Like, look, lock always changes. He can change the lock, so that would be just
locks.
one. Lock can change locks, but I mean it's still under one person. It kind of works, but it's wrong. I feel, but
Yeah.
It's one.
I think they
person
should
making
have a
decision,
couple
though.
people at
Yeah.
least, or a group of people, yes. But just saying, like, not having anyone helping out or, like, anyone controlling the situation, it just goes crazy and people start fighting and it escalates so quickly, So so in that moment of Sawyer being like, hey, calm down. Like, we should do this in an orderly fashion. Like, people kind of calmed a little bit after he said that.
except
Anyways.
for Charlie. Charlie's like, what? You talking?
I know. So
I'm
contradicts.
surprised Jack, Saeed, Kay, or anybody who saw that thing wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
To actually. I mean, they saw the crate and they left it. All it took was the mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's
I know.
right.
I tell you, mac and
Right,
cheese.
they had bigger
That's a
fish to
staple.
fry with Henry back there.
they had.
They didn't think
mac
they
and cheese
were
to
going to
make.
find it.
Mhm. All of this is just crazy. All right, you guys ready?
Ready?
Lost 219.
So this isn't bothering you at all?
What's this?
Get to the can
Why is a
opener.
bag of potato chips gonna bother me?
Well, aren't you remotely
Get a magical
curious
order.
as to where all this came from? My God, Rose, they've built a kitchen on the beach. They've given up.
What are you going to do? How are you going to get
I get what he's saying, but yeah, like you have to do something.
Hey,
So,
he's
I think he's
they
gonna
want
press
you
it.
there.
I hope he presses it. I feel like, I don't know now.
He will. He won't stop.
He has too much faith in that. He's trying to copy the map that he saw.
You can always do it later.
You gonna get that?
Of course, he's not going to say anything to Jack about what he saw.
Yeah.
2 days now.
I
No
should not be in
food,
there.
no water, nothing to say.
I'm tired of waiting.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's praying.
So, Henry. I'm going out to the line that we're not supposed to cross and telling them that we've got you.
They'll never give you Walt.
Ah, see, confirmation right there. I did something like that with mud. That's always scary to me. Luckily, it's flat there.
That's it.
Because you can slip and rock back. And don't stop.
Well, thanks for helping me.
Aw. So they met older.
Can I buy you a cup of coffee?
I'm there.
Coffee would be nice.
Aw. She has nice teeth.
Isn't she?
Oh, they're so cute.
You need it more than I do.
Trust.
Oh, so they can take it from
Do
him?
yourself a favor, man. Don't go out there alone.
All right.
Yeah, you all have to stop doing that. It's
Oh,
so
happy
annoying.
day. Comes Dr. Giggles. And you're inviting me along because you want a gun, huh?
No, I want
I'm not
Kate.
inviting you, I'm inviting Kate. And I've already
What?
got a gun, but thanks for offering.
For 2 months, we've been on
I'll
the
check my stash.
2 months.
Dude, we built a raft. But got blown up.
You should have a big
Okay.
SOS sign on the beach.
So we are gonna build a sign. A massive
I love
sign
Bernard.
along the beach.
Maybe we should speak to Jack about this first.
Oh, and wife.
Well, do we have to run everything by Jack? Or...
Well, the only thing you are doing is giving these people false hope.
I'm sure it's beautiful.
He signaled.
Yeah.
Engagement. I ruined it for all of you.
what does God have to do to get your attention?
I'm glad I wasn't
Spoiler
there.
alert.
I love you. Will you marry me?
Bernard, I'm dying.
What? And then beat on
My
the island.
doctor says I have about a year, maybe a little longer.
He doesn't care.
You haven't answered my question.
Oh.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Are you sure?
Oh.
Bring those violins back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, could I at least grab some of these logs? We could sure use
We're
them.
using them.
For what, exactly?
Church.
Oh, is he building a church?
A church?
I like you just the way you are.
Yeah, I don't be hit by second.
He's right, though. People are saving anyways.
I need to know. I want
He's gonna be smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Creepy.
What a devil.
Dude, we're likely gonna need a lot more rocks.
Yes, Hurley, we are gonna need a lot more rocks. There's a lava field about a half a mile inland. This
A
is
lava
loaded with
field.
it. Everybody's got a job, Hurley. I do my job, you do yours.
Well, he's not even open-minded. He's very rah. I don't like
What?
it.
That's why I wanted to be on a beach for our honeymoon.
Oh.
Yeah, how quickly
Well,
did
they
they
are
get
now.
married? Yeah.
Bernard, you brought me to a faith healer?
He's the real deal, Rose. Normally,
I didn't ask for this! I have made my peace with what's happening to me.
I'll try.
I have to try. Will you try, Rose?
So maybe it worked.
I think that's his determination behind the sign.
We could really use your help. If I didn't always have to do something, you wouldn't be here.
That hurt.
I only asked you because they don't want you.
Thanks.
Grabbed you, had you at gunpoint.
They really should have more backup.
Or at least tell them where they're going.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Booby trap.
Wait, don't.
Don't touch it. Don't.
Yep, there you go.
Damn.
So, yep, perfect. Yeah. This is perfect.
Oh, good, so you can't hear me.
It'll be a week before she shows up.
Might as well make out.
I'm trying to get the gun. I can't get my arm around.
Okay. Oh, God, don't crack the trigger.
You got it?
Shoot his ass off.
Yeah.
Can you not have your finger on the trigger when it's pointing at my head, please?
Damn!
But they're also
you know
moving
where we
too.
are.
Yeah.
Why don't you make the shot?
Can he use his right
Like
hand?
when they're playing golf.
Okay.
Oh, did it!
Nice.
Nice.
Is that a gun in your pocket? You just happened to see me.
No, no,
I thought
no,
I
no,
removed
no,
it.
you're doing it all wrong. 3 so they can see it from the air.
You're being a jerk.
Start with 1.
He's gonna give himself a heart attack.
No,
Have at it.
no, Jen, no, wait.
You only have 1 person there helping you.
I want to get Rose home.
Sorry.
You're in my spot.
I can move.
Can you?
Oh, that's fine.
He's building a big sign in the sand so the satellites will see it.
I like how she says satellites instead of
Man
planes.
doesn't know the difference between an errand and a fool's errand.
Please, make yourself comfortable. Isaac will be right with you.
Oh.
Weird.
Yeah, I keep all your crutches
There it
once I
is.
heal you.
There are certain places with great energy, like the one we're above now. And when possible, I harness this energy and give it to others. May I?
Geological energy, like the island?
Yeah.
Mm.
There's something wrong.
What is it?
I'm sorry. This is not the right place for you.
Where is the right place?
Island?
The
I wish I
island.
knew.
So she lied to
Tell
him.
You fixed me.
See, that's not right either.
And they've been on the island for over 2 months, so that's 2 months toward her year that she has.
Yeah, how long did it take for them to get married, too?
Like costumes, you know, and there was a makeup kit, a fake beard.
When were you going to tell me this?
No, why now?
And you decided to let me back in the club.
Right there's where
The Black Rock?
Yeah.
I laid my guns down.
Hey, I'm back!
You're overly
Be
confident.
cocky.
Watching it! You hear me?
I might just kill you both and not care.
Yeah.
Out there, I know you can hear me!
Cameraman's getting angry.
I'll be right here!
Yeah, he's right behind
There he
you.
is.
Uh-oh.
I owe you an apology.
I lied to you.
Back in Australia, Isaac, he didn't heal me. But that doesn't mean I'm not healed. It's this place.
God.
Both are going to get healed.
Yeah, so that's why she knows.
You don't want to be rescued, do you? And if you can't, leave. Neither can I.
Aw. You guys can stay. You can keep other people hope.
That's
I want to relieve Rose.
So there's a giant S down there. What does that mean?
Oh. They
It's
don't
like
wanna
that
be
commercial.
saved.
Hello. Did a good job writing the letters out, though. It's almost perfect. I thought he was hanging from there.
Me too. I'm like, it's not a good song to have with this
Yeah.
hanging.
Yeah, the songs usually tell. And so is by himself. And here's your puppy.
Oh,
I wonder where he was.
beautiful.
And then bad.
Sorry I kissed you.
It's been awkward ever since.
Yeah,
Mm, yeah.
She knows it.
I'm not.
So it's like a little kid.
I was gonna say that too.
Who is it?
I think it's Michael. Maybe they did capture him and.
Oh
Whoa!
my god.
Did they drug him? Oh no! I'm glad he's back. He's alive. He doesn't look
Oh,
good,
thank
but
God.
You seem kind of shook up though.
and his eyes were rolled back. That's not good.
Oh my God.
So
Well,
do you think it just happened where the others had him and pushed him out? Or do you think,
You torture one of ours, we torture one of yours.
yeah, or was it just a
Oh.
coincidence that he was looking for Walt and heard Jack and came running out and he's just
I don't
exhausted?
think the latter. I think they did whatever our guys did to Henry.
Oh, to
Yeah,
Michael?
Or the like,
I think
and
it's
then tit for tat.
it's to show them that we're going to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We gave your guy back in trade.
And they were warned before not to cross that line and come to this side. So Michael did that already. So he already broke that promise. And now Jack being there too is really pushing boundaries. So I don't know. I mean, I'm glad Michael's alive right now.
But they wanted to trade for Walt, but they got Michael instead. So I think they're expecting Henry to trade for Michael.
Yeah, because they're not going to give up Walt. And even if that was the only one they had to trade, if they already had Michael and tried to do that again.
Yeah, Henry's not an equal.
He's not, apparently, is what it seems like.
Not an equal trade.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad Michael's okay right now. Hopefully he can go back with the group, but does Michael even want to? He's going to want to go back and try to save his son. Hopefully he saw Walt okay.
Unless he's been traumatized.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, altered in some way. Or they made him forget, like Claire.
Yeah. I don't know.
Have some amnesia going on or something. Either way, he looks like he's in perfect hands now with the doc there, so.
I hope so. I mean,
Hopefully.
It's still out in the open, and they could have a bunch of people there ready, armed, and ready
right,
to strike.
and ready
still,
to make a negotiation.
A negotiation.
Nighttime,
I don't know. I mean, I know there's going to be words said there. I guess the bearded guy might come out if it was a real bearded guy, because they have costume props and stuff. But yeah, what's the purpose of that? To pretend to be someone you're not, like to sneak into groups and act like you're a part of that group?
To blend in, yeah.
Right.
Just kidding.
Every once in a while, when there's a crash, oh yeah, we'll just blend in. Ooh, a plane.
Yeah,
great.
and to have that stuff there already, like it all was planned out from the start. To be like, okay, well, this is how we take people, and right? Because why would you just have a full closet of costume props?
Maybe Michael went in for therapy and he came back and he's different now.
That's right.
I know you're joking, but they might have brainwashed him. I mean, his eyes are rolled back.
What if he was, in this facility that we were talking about the last episode, couple episodes, and what if he went out for a treatment, but to everybody else it looks like he got all messed up?
Yeah, maybe.
By the others, maybe
because we were talking about how they all might be part of a psych ward or something because of Hugo and him not realizing is it real, and then Libby being there too with the psych ward. They were like, what? So we were saying in theory that maybe
they're all crazy.
That they're all thinking
they're
that
all
they're
in therapy
here.
of some sort.
Yeah, and they're in a controlled environment and they just think all this is real. And
maybe that's why they all have this communication issue.
Maybe
they don't talk to each other because they feel like if they divulge anything, it's just feeding it to people they don't want to.
That makes me jump right to Jack and Kate. I mean, what do you think about that whole thing? I mean, I'm glad Kate is back in the group.
Everybody's
and he's
crazy.
being more normal. Everyone's crazy and that's it. And how to push them more together because they've been so strained for so long. And now, we have Jack who's more open with her and kind of not really flirty, but he's a little smiley and more friendly towards her. And then them being trapped together in the net. It's like, oh, well, perfect position, too. Hello there. I don't mean to make out with you, but it's what it is. But a good shot. Jack was a really good shot. So was Kate. It was moving around, and it's really not a good position to try to be shooting.
Well, he took his whole arm and went outside the net with it. So he was able to
a little closer.
Steady it a little bit. And he was closer.
No, but that was he is a good shot that way. And so
it was a little awkward for them. And you're right, Tom. It was because of that kiss. And she apologized for it. I'm sorry.
Because she knew everything's been awkward since then.
Yeah.
So she thought that maybe it was unwanted or something. And
yeah, and then he just took it out on her and Sawyer. And I mean, Sawyer and Jack always had a problem with each other anyways, with dominance, but it seems like things are better now, and we already knew that Jack already had big feelings for Kate, at least an attraction there. But Kate, I know she cares for Jack, but I don't know. I don't truly think she likes him in that way. I don't know why she kissed him. I felt like maybe she just felt bad and felt like she had to do something for him.
I think she does.
Yeah, I think she might be a little attracted to him, but I think she's more for Sawyer because they just are the same, but maybe at the same time she doesn't like that as well.
I think she likes Jack, but I think she feels more on the same level with Sawyer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like they're two peas in a pie kind of thing.
I agree, and I also believe that in that episode, it was all about her father. Sawyer reminded her a lot of her father, the rebel, the guy on the edge.
Yeah.
And I think when she was going through that whole thing with the stallion and she sees Jack, she kissed him because, you know, she wants someone other than someone that reminds her of her father.
Mm-hmm.
But she still pulls to Sawyer because that's truly who I feel she's more attracted to. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that too.
Why not have both?
Why not have both? But I like them being together, talking it out, and I just hope this was a good idea. I mean, again, here's Jack, and he's the leader, and he goes out and puts himself in danger. Did you train anyone yet to be a doctor? I'm going to keep obsessing over that, because once people get sick, that's it. You just hope for the best.
Jack is he's their symbol of strength. You know, he's got knowledge. He's got, you know,
and
courage.
Help people, show other people all that stuff too.
Yeah, he can't be doing everything himself because if they lose him, then they're all screwed. They got Locke and Saeed. But...
I know, and they can all do helpful things, but once people get sick, all crap hits the fan. Like, you can only do so much, and just hope you get better. Hopefully your immune system's good enough to survive and
I mean, not saying don't do anything, but don't do stuff like this. I mean,
they could just want to shoot you. There. We know hopefully he'll be okay because he's the main character, but honestly, going right out there and people are be like, oh, well, you already broke the rules with Michael, because they don't know that whole situation. Michael left on his own, but you already broke the rules because your group went through this border to find us, and now you're coming up to, you know, call his bluff or to be like, hey, look at it, and he's all cocky about it. Yeah. They might be like, oh, we're just going to shoot and kill you then.
Well, this is what's going to happen to you if you go any further. So
because they already threatened him and threatened Kate's life with that. They're like, if you... You know, so I don't know how often they're going to keep bluffing and being like, okay, well, or threatening and not do anything about it. So they already warned him. Michael broke that. And now Jack's back there, you know, all cocky and yelling at them. So he's lucky that he didn't get shot.
Yeah. And is Michael going to say, don't do anything but the numbers on that computer? Whatever you do, tell everybody, because...
And we did talk about it a little bit last time, but what do you think about Henry? Do you think he's telling the truth about the numbers or not? Don't hit the numbers.
No, he hit the numbers.
I think he hit the numbers.
I think he hit the numbers, but something... I remember seeing just 107. I don't remember seeing 108.
They did show 107, but that could have been just a minute because some time went by.
Okay.
And he had to get out from underneath the wall and stuff, right? And get out. So I think that's the only reason.
Okay. That was the only thing that was different to me.
Yeah, I saw the 107 too, and I think it's just because of the time, because it goes down every minute because it's a countdown. So I think it just took him a moment, which is still pretty fast for him to get out of there and go and see.
Yeah, he's definitely lying.
That map that we saw a couple episodes ago that Locke is trying to resketch, you said you saw one part that was like in white or something?
Yeah, I thought that was in the top.
So do you think that was like the bunker that was burned out, and then all these bunkers lead to something that had that question mark in the middle?
Yeah, you mentioned that, or it could have been the bunker that it's derived from.
I wonder if all those lead to that facility that Kate just mentioned, because why would she bring it up again if there's nothing?
Right, like a medical, the armory, you know, there's got to be
she mentioned she mentioned she didn't think it was important because there was nothing there except for like a makeup kit, some costumes and whatnot, but I'm thinking that maybe
there's... That was a big place, too.
Yeah, what if there's some hidden areas, like an underground or something that is still functional?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is there still power there then if it's worthless?
Can you imagine, we mentioned before that there could be a lot of groups of others that don't coincide with each other, like they don't work together, and maybe he's part, like Henry's part of a different other group that is sabotaging bunkers, and maybe he actually infiltrated that bunker first, made them not press the numbers, and they all had to leave because something happened, or they all died or something, they had to pull him out. I know Claire escaped from there, but there's just so many things we just don't understand yet. Like, can you imagine if that's his job? Like, he has to get captured, people are in different bunkers, and he just tries to sabotage them, where don't hit the numbers, and then they don't, and then something bad happens and the bunker they have to leave it.
What if all the bunkers, like you were saying, they're all different groups of others, and they all report to that question mark, which is probably one guy with his finger on the button saying, if you don't do what I say, you know, I'm going to make you guys regret it.
Yeah, like he said, the bearded guy is nobody.
That was
he
scary.
He said him. So what if Desmond is the one guy, and maybe he put himself in that bunker, and he kind of got these guys in there, and then he kind of made them believe that there's something that they have to do this thing.
See you
all
in
the time.
another life, man.
I mean, he took off and we haven't seen him again. So either he's dead or he really knows how to hide. I mean, it's a big island too. So, but he kind of left like he had a plan. He's like, haha, and he had supplies with him, right? And he took off. So maybe he jumped bunkers. Yeah, maybe he knows a lot more than he let on. And
or they just believe in it's God. It's religion, and it's all about God is the big guy. It's him.
I think somebody's threatening them, because I mean the same thing.
And he was petrified. He was like, no, I can't tell you. He's going to kill me.
Yeah, because I think it's like if you don't push the button, you don't know what's going to happen. If we cross this guy, we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, he's probably threatening these guys that if you don't get these certain people, I'm gonna destroy you guys. Or he's like the manager of the whole facility, and he's threatening, I'm gonna up your meds if you don't.
Right. I mean, I know we talked about this, but do you think Locke will ignore the numbers at one point and just test it?
Well, he said he's done, so I don't think he's pushing the buttons anymore. I think he's gonna. I
don't think that's happened yet, though.
No, it hasn't happened yet. Because Ana Lucia said, "I pushed your buttons," and he's like, "They're not my buttons anymore." So
yeah, I didn't connect it like that. I thought.
Yeah, I think he's allowing it to not be just him. I think he's losing this hope. I think he will, but I think he'll make it more of a group effort, not just him being obsessed with it and he's possessed. He's going to be on top of it all the time. I think he's going to allow, it not to be his thing, and it's so,
Well, I think with this map thing, I think he wants to go exploring again. Because I think he saw that there's other bunkers that he wants to start going to find these other areas.
Yeah, and once it calmed down, he was able to draw it clear.
Yes,
he was able to
had
remember
clearer
more.
thoughts. Yes, and Rose helped him with that. She said, "You and I both know that."
Now,
I wonder if
you're
Locke
going to heal a lot
Rose.
quicker. Huh?
Do you think Locke remembers Rose from that airport?
Oh yeah, he picked up the
I'm pretty sure
bottle.
he stared right at her, and some interactions like with Shannon to Saeed, which was so mean, but she's very shallow too and doesn't really. Again, I did care for her at the end though, because we got to see more of how sad her past was. But in that moment, she was so mean to Saeed, and she just kind of didn't even really acknowledge him, kind of thing. So in that situation, no. But here we had a sincere moment of, Locke really being nice to Rose and giving her something, giving eye contact. So yeah, and the fact that Rose, as we know, said she knows that she's healed on this island because she can compare it to Locke, and that was a huge miracle too.
Yes, and she said, you're going to heal a lot quicker than 4 weeks. We both know that.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing too. Bernard and Rose were a main focus in this episode. I thought it was very sweet to see them more real, how they really are with each other. That was a shock to hear about Rose being sick.
Yes, it was, and they married late in life.
Yeah,
and I'm glad though that Bernard finally listened to her when she was trying to tell him that sometimes just leaving things be is better. Meaning if I get off this island, I'm not going to survive, but if I stay here, I will. So to her, it's not a matter of leaving, which is probably why Locke doesn't want to leave either, because he knows that it would be different.
Agreed. And another lesson there too is if you don't have much time and there is no cure for it, to just accept it. Not that it's easy, but she accepted it and wanted to live her life and love the one she married and just have a happy life with him with a short amount of time
not
that
just
she had.
keep searching for
obsessing over a cure that
Yes.
probably won't work, and just be disappointed all the time, and you're just going to be stressed out. So I can't even imagine just trying to accept it. But if that helps you enjoy the rest of your life, I can understand that part too. And I am a Bernard in that way, where I think I would be like, okay, well, let's try this, let's try this, let's try anything to try to help you. But how far do you go before you realize that's enough? So in her case, seeing it like this makes me open my mind more to be like, okay, well, you got to see both sides. I would try to help as much as I could though, but
and be realistic. But I think he did have he did open her eyes a little bit to the hope. where they went all the way to Australia. She was like, no way, you brought me to a kook and you spent how much?
Mm-hmm.
But it opened her mind to when she did go to the island and she did feel something.
And that guy knew.
It was that energy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
it wasn't the location that he knew. Sorry, but like he said, I can't help you here. It's not the right location or something.
Not the right energy.
You're not the right energy there.
And but she had that. She had that knowledge, and it kept with her. And then when they landed and they crashed, and it came to her, and then she also saw luck. She is a believer now.
Yeah, because maybe
so she didn't lose hope.
Maybe he didn't directly heal her, but he told her what she needed to hear to see it for herself. Because that encounter made her meet up with Locke, and then seeing Locke all of a sudden going from a wheelchair to walking, then she knows that there's the right energy is where they are.
Yeah. So I really like that. I kind of felt bad that she's like, he didn't heal me. This place healed me. So he didn't, and she's right, but he did help her along the way. Not that she knew to go there to actually heal herself, but he tried and he just couldn't there. So, but yeah, I guess it's
but
because
he gave her the right words to make her think about it when she did find
so
the right
she was right either way. But
because if they never
I wanted him to get more credit.
If they never met and he never said that, would she really even think about that?
Yeah, besides seeing Locke and seeing him be able to walk,
Yeah, but she might not know what's going on though. Might be just like, oh my god, that's weird. Maybe he wasn't fully,
maybe both his legs were broken, or just, he had to be off them for a while.
Yeah.
Lyme disease is all kinds of crazy things to you. So, I mean, it's terrible. Anyways.
And even it's parallel almost to Claire and that mind reader guy that she saw. He says, you just have to be with. Don't let anyone raise your child. You need to keep your child. And this crash made her keep her child. It's just, it's a magical place. It really is. Mm-hmm. Like there's just.
Well, I'm glad she's okay.
It turns
her and Bernard made it work at the end, and I just love how in love they are. That's so sweet to see that.
It is. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful relationship.
I mean, like, anytime people can see, like, what's a long relationship, like, that was a lot shorter of a marriage than I thought. Like, I thought that they were just together forever. I just thought they were just that in love forever couple, but you can fall in love at any time, and I thought that was great for them. That was a sweet story to see that they, got together later.
What if they're both in the facility and Bernard was really just...
You might be right, though.
What if he was just moving all the chairs around in the cafeteria into an S?
Why would he do that? S for sandwiches.
He thinks he's on an island.
Oysters.
And then, if
it's a cool theory. Why'd you be right?
If Rose leaves, though, what if that is the place that she has to be in order to stay healed?
Oh, I like that. Tom, I like your mind. That's good.
So my theory, I think, still holds that it's still a possibility.
Why not? All the weird things that we've been seeing, like, that's like the most
and the
plausible
costumes are going to be coming in play.
Well, the costume...
That would make more sense, because why the heck are they there on an island with a bunch of costume props?
Well,
like,
what if
why?
that facility is just another room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What if that other bunker is just another room in this facility where it's just where all the doctors leave their lab coats and stuff, and
maybe the walls are painted like a mural of a jungle, and then like a beach and stuff, so maybe that's why they think they're actually there on a beach. And then they have a cave setting in the bathroom. That's where people like to go to the caves. Sorry.
Going to the caves. I'm thirsty.
I gotta have some water. Gotta move some rocks. I don't know. And you guys, I think we'll end it there. Great show. Next one's called Two for the Road. I see Ana Lucia there, so we'll see what's going to happen there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please check out our links below if you want to see more videos early, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye. Subscribe.
Please subscribe.
go for that facility.
Watch the pills.